Hello everyone, just taking a few minutes out of a little terrain project I'm working on to give a quick update on my project progress for the month of January. In front of you can see some of the work I've done for Lion Rampant. I've actually managed to finish that project to the point that I was aiming to get to, the kind of major milestone, which is a complete English and French retinue, so I can actually get some games played with full armies. I don't think I mentioned this, but I've kind of gone for a different approach with this project, which is one I'm actually going to carry through to a lot of the other projects for this year, which is multibasing, like communal basing for models. The rules for Lion Rampant and Dragon Rampant and a few of the other games in that kind of same system are really open and conducive to doing things like multi-basing. You have to be a little flexible with some of the rules, but not many. And I thought I'd give it a go. One of the things from last year's kind of experimental approach I was taking to things I was doing was that I really like building dioramas, but I don't like just building them for their own sake. I need a reason to do that, and not many games will allow you to kind of, or I should say, not many games I'm interested in will really allow you to do that. But the Rampant series seems like it will, so I'm sticking with it. I've played a little tester game and it seems to work out well. So I pushed ahead with it. So to do that, I've also cut the unit sizes in half. So instead of 6 and 12, I'm using 3 and 6 without affecting any of the strength points. So they'll still have 12 hit points essentially and 6 for the 6 and 3 models respectively. Each base has got dice frames in it to hold dice to show the strength points, so I won't have model removal. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video to show off all of these models in this project. I've got quite a lot of bases now, about 15, 20 bases. Still have more to come for that. But the units I have left, I'm going to put on hold. I'm going to get some games played with what I have, and then come back to those other units later. The next thing I have for this is some terrain, as I mentioned, and some objective markers. I picked up a couple of individual models just to use as I think some scenarios. I like the messenger and the fugitive. I just need a few things to go on that, so I'll work on that next. I might as well show you some other models while I'm wittering. So these are some of the cavalry. I'm really pleased with this. The checkers on this guy. So yeah, what's the other project? Dragon Rampant. I've built and primed both retinues I have planned for that to their army lists, and they're basically in a box ready to pick up when I'm in the mood to do so. Kind of as with the Lion Rampant, I just want to do a unit at a time, following the same kind of reduced size communal bases, and get those done throughout the next few months. So that's Dragon Rampant. The Rebels and Patriots, Napoleonics, I have planned. But I'm not going to start work on those at all. I've decided I'm just going to put them to one side. I am going to do it. It's not a project I want to kind of abandon, but I don't want too many more projects on the go at once. Kingswar Armada, I've done nothing for. I've stared at the sails that I have left for the Orc fleet, but I can't push myself to paint those right now. I'd much rather paint more interesting things like these models here. And bolt action, I have built and primed all of the German models now, so that army again is ready to pick up as and when I want to, but it's actually completely ready to play with as well, which is really nice. I think that's all the project. I might be picking up a commission project, which wasn't planned this year. It shouldn't be too big and it shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't disrupt everything else, but it might be a nice change and a very interesting project that hopefully I can cover on my channel if and when it comes in. Yeah, so as I said, Lion Rampant's done to the point that I want it to be right now, except terrain, which I'm working on some of these bases for trees. Given the approach I've taken with the multi-basing, I can't have those large bases weaving between trees and things, so I'm going to make the forest impassable terrain. I picked up some of these shockingly bad but amazingly cheap trees the other week, and I can't just stick that to a base, it looks terrible, so I needed to do something to try and draw the eye away from the fact that these do look awful. So I've been building these bases, and these are just, here's one that I kind of haven't done anything else with. They are stacks of 3 plastic beads you can get from Wilko. A tub of them. 3 plastic beads super glued together. This is toilet paper and PVA applied on the outside and just kind of smoothed down to give it some texture. Let that dry, painted it brown, dry brushed it up, and you have, here's another one, have these fairly, I wouldn't say convincing, especially for this type of tree, but okay tree trunks. Put the basing texture on to match my Lion Rampant forces, and then what I'm doing tonight is just applying some foliage and flock clumps to kind of make it impassable terrain. Excuse me. So yeah, here's a couple with a unit next to it. I think it looks okay. They'll work, and then I'll stick the, I don't know if I'll glue these in, these trees, or I will just white tack them in for now, just to kind of temporarily house them there until I find some better ones that I can replace them with. I think it works, but I've got 6 of those to do. I've got a few little terrain pieces I want to paint up, and I've bought and cut up is it Koya? It's called mat, to make some kind of grain fields, and they make an absolute mess working with those things, but they're done. So as I said, I want to make a showcase video for my Lion Rampant painting so far. Hopefully that'll be within, I don't know, a week, and I might have some of that other terrain kind of in a state that I can share that to make that showcase a bit more visually appealing than a piece of kitchen towel with some chunky trees on them. So yeah, that's the update for January. Hope everyone's well. Been following everyone's projects, and just, yeah, when I can. Yeah, hope everyone's well, and I will speak soon. Cheers.